So this is ShapeFL. We're using Animate, ActionScript 3.0. I will move through this fairly quickly because you could always pause, rewind, or fast forward because it's a recording, a video recording. All right. So I'm just going to go through the steps. So pay attention to where my mouse is. All right. So I'm going to start with a shape, any shape, and I'm going to use any color. And I'm going to go and place this shape anywhere I want on frame 1, layer 1. Then I'm going to go to frame 30. I'm going to hit F7. And I've got a new blank frame, frame 30, that I want to shape tween to. So I'm going to go to any shape, any color, anywhere. Place that there. In between these two frames, frame 1 and 30, in between, right over the gray area, I'm going to right click, anywhere, okay, anywhere, and I'm going to come up here and left click on Create Shape Tween. And as I play my scrubber back and forth, you could see it shape tween from the blue rectangle to the red oval. Okay? I'm going to go to frame 60 now, and I'm going to go to the Polystar Tool. I'm going to click on the options, and here's where I could change between a star or polygon, thus the Polystar Tool. If it's going to be a polygon, I give it the name of sides, the number of sides, and if it's going to be a star, this becomes the number of points. So I'm going to go to a polygon, I'm going to change it to 3 sides for a triangle, and now I'm going to pick any color, and come out to frame 60, okay, and then I'm going to hit F7 and go ahead and draw that triangle, that black triangle somewhere. Same thing, go in between these two frames and left click on Create Shape Tween. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go out to frame 90. I'm going to hit F7 again. And this time I'm going to use text. I'm going to click on the Type tool. I'm going to come out and click. I'm going to type something. I'm going to go and click on the Selection tool. If all I want to do is move it, but if I want to change the size of it, I'm going to hit Q. Once it's selected with the Selection tool, that's this third tool right over here. But Q is the keyboard shortcut. I could come to corner edit box and resize it. In order for this to be in a shape tween, or part of a shape tween, I've got to convert it to a shape. Right now it's text. So to do that, I'm going to hit Command B. So I'm going to hold the Command key down and hit B twice. Okay? The first time it converts it to a shape. The second time it breaks the letters apart. But you have to move them now if you want it to. But each letter is a separate shape if you want it to be. All right? So now I'm going to do a shape tween in between those two frames. And you could see. Like so. Now I'm going to play it. I'm going to do a command return and play it. So there's my 3 shapes and my text. My type is so fast that I can't read it. So I need to put a little pause. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I can see more frames on my timeline. I'm going to go down to frame 120 or so. And I just want to stall for these 30 frames. I just don't want it to change anything. I just want type something to be there to be read. So to do that, I just make a copy of it on the other end on frame 120, just using F6. That's all I got to do. And now I've got a copy of it, so it's still a shape, and it pauses for that one gap here, that 30 frame gap right through here. So now I can actually read it. It'll still be quick, but I can read it. All right. And now if I wanted to continue, let me move over a little bit so I can see more frames to the right. 120 plus 30 is 150. And what I want to do is change the text here. So I need a blank keyframe, so F7. And I'm going to go to the Type tool. And maybe this time I'll change the color. And I'll come out up over on the stage and I'll type the next thing I want to say. Okay. And same thing, use the selection tool. And then hit Q. And drag this thing out. Make sure it still fits on the stage. And then do a Command B twice. Command B, Command B. All right. And now I'm going to do a shape between those two. So you can see that it does the tween. It's kind of a cool transition. So I want to hold here for 30 frames. So 150 plus 30 is 180. I'm going to hit F6 to copy. So when I want to make a copy, I use F6. When I want a blank keyframe, I use F7. Those are the only two I'm using right now. All right. 180 plus 30 is 210. So I think now I'm going to take this next thing and I'm going to change. Let's see. What am I going to do? Command 0. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's our pause, so we can read it. So we have to take it out to 180. I'm going to go to 210. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back on it here. I'm going to go to 210, and I'm going to hit F7. And here, I might want to put some more text and keep the dialogue going, or maybe I change to a shape. So, go to this spot right where I was there, and I'm going to draw another shape. This time I'm going to use the brush tool. I'm going to change that color. What color have I not used? Ooh, why did I do this one? What was that? There it is. Oh, that's cool. Wait. Okay, let's try that again. Yep. Ah. All right. So now we right click, create shape tween, and let's play this thing. See what it looks like. Type something. Next thing. And maybe we do want a little pause at the end. So I'm going to go out another 30 frames and doing everything in chunks of 30. 210 plus 30 is 140 or 240. Hit F6 because I just want to keep this in view. So I could do F6s also on things that aren't text. It could be shapes. And now let's take a look at this 240 frame animation I just made in 9 minutes. Okay, so that's what you want to do for ShapeFL. When you're done, so I want shape, shape, text, text, shape. Okay, or shape, 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 text, text, shape, or shape, shape, text, shape, text, shape, text, something like that. But give me about 210 to 240 or 270 or 300 frames of animation. Okay. Command S. We're going to name this ShapeFL. And when we're done, we want to export it, File, Export, animate GIF. Make sure transparency is off, is unchecked. If it's checked, uncheck it. Okay, and then click Save, and click Save. That's it. Thank you very much. Good luck. Get it on your animation page, labeled